Hey, princess. I made it from Pittsburgh to the Florida Keys, but in 2 days. Let's see, I left Pittsburgh on Saturday, and then Sunday, I woke up in Myrtle Beach, and today I woke up in West Palm Beach, and tomorrow I will wake up in the Florida Keys. Hello, everybody. Those of you who've been following my journey, I made it almost the whole way, but I have to get back down all the way to Key West. The buoy had been closed for a little while. I'm not sure why, if it was being painted or what was going on, but it's there, and I understand you can go and touch it, which I intend to do. Thank you, Babylon. But you know what's really lovely? This. Sea grapes and the Florida Keys and 10,000 islands and languages from all over the world. It's hard not to look pretty in the Florida Keys. Get the best backdrops. I'm trying to stay relatively shady so my phone doesn't overheat because it's very hot today and the sun is frying. Hi, Darla. Yes, isn't this beautiful? And you can see all the way down into the water. Hey, Saad. Or Saad. Hey, Pakistan. Look how clear that water is. Crystal clear. So gorgeous. And there are people snorkeling and kayaking. You can see over there, kayakers. Look how beautiful this area is. And you might ask, are there alligators and crocodiles? Why, yes, there are, but we can't see them. How beautiful is the Florida Keys. Looks like there's something swimming over here. I think it's a person, but it could be a manatee. Whatever it is, it's moving pretty quickly. Looks like a leaf, but I feel like there's something under that leaf. See that leaf there? What is that? Sure is moving fast. Is that just a leaf, or is there something like hiding underneath it? What do you guys think? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's some kind of critter. Oh, yeah. That's something. What is it? Is it a gator? What the heck is that? I've never seen anything like that. Hey, dragon. So we're in the Florida Keys right now, doing Florida things, like watching some crazy Some crazy animal in the water. I don't, what the heck is that? Any guesses? It's definitely something. Like spitting and doing things. This is not a dating site, Con. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. So move along. Go find someone who does OnlyFans or something like that. All right, what is that thing? I'm mystified. There's like fish jumping out. What is it? Yeah, there's no girlfriends for you here, Dee Dee. This is not a dating site. Wow, that's really weird. I don't know what that thing is, but it's something. All right. This is a place where you come to see nature and very, very beautiful places and beautiful things and cool animals and water, ocean, and no hurricane here. That's why you're on the beach report. You think it was a batch of fishes? Fish. Not fishes, fish. I can give you all an English lesson anytime you want. The plural of fish is fish. It is romantic, Dee Dee, I'll give you that. It's very beautiful here. Yeah, it's not a polar bear, Peter, I am sure of that. But good guess. Good guess, my friend. We are in Key Largo at John Pennekamp State Park. Of all the state parks, this one is probably one of my favorites. I love it here so much. Albino alligator. Casey, who knows? You could be right. Could be one of any number of critters, but it definitely was not a leaf. You don't get all fishy. Could be a gator with prey, absolutely. It could be. It could be. There are all sorts of critters here in the Florida Keys, and I hope we see lots of them. So welcome. This is a very special few days for me as I honor my husband, Ray Becerra. And when I came to this park and I told them that I wanted to buy a park pass, they said, no, don't do that. No, really, they told me not to do it. First of all, because it's the end of the month and I would have wasted a month, and I get that. But also because they told me that I should instead be a volunteer. And they told me all about it, and I was like, wow. And then I asked them if they remembered my husband, and they all remembered him, especially the older lady who'd been working here for 30 years. She remembered Ray very well. So I do feel his presence here. I know this was a place that he loved, and it's easy to see why, because it is so very beautiful. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, Peter, gator meat is not all that tasty, I don't think. However, I just have to say, people always say, be afraid of the gators. But I've got to say, I have eaten gators, so maybe they should be afraid of me. Because right now, it's gator zero. I don't know how many gators I've eaten. Probably not much more than a half of one, but I'm thinking of all the times I've had gator bites. But yeah, the gators, they should be afraid of me. Okay, there is somebody swimming over here. Something is going on in the water. Saw some kind of action. Look how clear it is. Can you believe it? How beautiful. Whatever it is, it has swum away. Oh my goodness, look at these people. Now this lady, she knows what she's doing. Okay, that's perfection right there. That's right. People who are rude on the beach report, they do get fed to the gators and the sharks, which are easily accessible at this moment. Yeah, that lady, she's doing it right. I'm just going to say that right there. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Yulroy. Marinate for 24 hours in OJ and spices. Oh, marinating things in orange juice. Meat, like especially liver in orange juice, is super yum. Orange juice is a great marinade. Fresh squeezed orange juice. Not the kind you buy from the store. Yeah, she didn't look like she was sleeping. She looked like she's having the time of her life. Hey, Okeechobee, good to see you. I swear, we got to get together, small water charters. Let's do a show. Contact me. Let's make it happen, jillbooks.com. The next few days I have set aside for my beloved husband, Ray, to honor his life and my life with him. Thank you, Darla. So, in honor of Ray, I have brought something that I call the Book of Ray. So most of you know that I am writing a book about Ray. And oh, look at these little fishies jumping. Look. You see that? They're jumping on the water. How cool is that? Did you guys see that? I don't know if dolphins can swim over here. It looks like there's a lot of nets. Dolphins are smart though. Oh yeah, look how the water is making that weird pattern over there. It's alive. It's alive. It's so much fun to watch the water, isn't it? Amp Tunes. How many years were Ray and I together? Well, I guess it was about 5 altogether. We only were married for 11 months before he passed away, though. I was hoping we would get a first anniversary, but we did not. Yeah, I said fishies. Fishies are different than fishes. I know they say loaves and fishes, but really, grammatically speaking, the plural of fish is fish. But the plural of fishy is fishies, I-E-S. English is a very crazy, difficult language. Look at these little fish. Little fish. Little fish, little fish. Everywhere I turn, I can see them. Do you see the little fish in the water? Yeah, oh, Amtunes, you're a grammar Nazi, huh? Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? Yeah, way too short a time. You are not wrong about that. But you know what? The time I had with Ray was so full and so full of love, and we did so much, even though he was sick, and then eventually he left this earth, but he left me with so many stories, so many lessons. I learned so much from him. And one of the things that I learned the most from Ray was really how to respect myself. Not that I didn't respect myself before, but no, I guess maybe I didn't. I would accept the unacceptable. And Ray taught me not to ever do that ever again. So I live a much better life now because of my time with Ray. All right, let me show you what I have in the Book of Ray. This is my Book of Ray. Inside, you will find, those of you who have followed me for all these years, Ray's claw. I'll put it on, hold on. Excuse the hat head. Okay, see that claw? Ray wore this claw every day of his life. It was given to him in Cuba by a guy who had, well, I guess he was in charge of the remains of the largest lion ever in captivity. And the lion, and this is just one of its claws. I guess I should have held it up close before. And this lion belonged to Fidel Castro. For real. So, pretty cool, huh? Anyway, it was a very great conversation piece, that's for sure. Everybody wanted to know about the claw. And in honor of Ray, I will be wearing the claw this weekend. I'm always afraid I'm gonna hurt myself. It's super sharp, but it's also super cool. And it brings me closer to Ray. And here's something else from the Book of Ray. Ray himself, his remains, my little thing of Ray. It's not the only one that I have, but it's the one I have right now. And also in the Book of Ray, I gotta show you something else. Ray made that. He drew that when we first fell in love. So there's that. A lot of people began following me 3 years ago. They found me crying in a hospice room in Lehigh Acres with a horrible hurricane bearing down on me and my beloved husband as he was dying from cancer. And that's how I met Darla. Remember that, Darla? Here, check this out, dude swimming. You better hope there's no crocodiles in there. He's looking for some stuff. Hi, Barry. Happy Monday to you. So a lot of people found me crying and singing in the middle of a hurricane. Well, my husband died with some crazy times. And I can't believe it was 3 years ago. I became a hurricane refugee from Hurricane Ian in Fort Myers. And 3 years later, here I am, picking up the pieces of my life. Yes, it's a swamp creature. Dude, he doesn't know he's on the beach report. Three years later, and I feel like I'm getting my life back together. Hi, Michael. So I have a lot of plans, and one of them is to write a book about Ray. calling me. Tell me if I lose you on my feed. Can you still see me? I'm like sweating. I mean, it is super hot today. Okay, can you see me? Can you hear me? Give me a sound check. I'll go out and come back in. Better? Sound check. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you, Margaret. Thank you. Thank you, Dara. Okay, let's look at this instead of my sweaty face. Anyway, it's absolutely gorgeous here. Hey, Joy. And no hurricane in sight. Here we have a little friend coming through over here. Let's go say hi. This is a regular Florida resident doing Florida things. Ooh, taking a black bath. That was cute. I usually get to see that. Hey, Joy, what's going on, sweetie? How often do you get to see us? I think that's a sandhill crane, right? Look how they drink. He puts his head to the side and kind of slurps it in on the edge. He's like, that's right, bitch, shut up. I'm trying to drink here. All right, Joy. Shoot me an email, jillbooks.com. And, ooh, what do we have up here? A sweet little birdie. Wait, where'd he go? It looks like a finch, I don't know. We'll watch this guy because I can see him better. Oh, okay, Joy. I haven't checked my email since I've been traveling. I will. I know you guys, sometimes I'm hard to get a hold of, but give me patience, give me grace. I'm a one-woman show. I have to do everything by myself. It's not always easy. Ooh. Oh my, are you coming to say hello? No. He says, I don't want to be on the beach report anymore. I'm done with this show. I'm leaving. Babe, I'm leaving. Say it once again. And somehow try to smile. So, see this tree in front of me? This is a sea grape tree. And I understand you can eat these grapes. They're very hard though. I think they have to be bigger and more bulbous. Maybe they have to change colors. Oh, look how pretty that is with the sun shining through the sea grapes. Look what a beautiful tree it is. So graceful. I know there's a lot I think this is a mulberry tree, by the way. I know there's a lot going on in the world and with the politics today, but sometimes you just have to sit down and smell the roses. And that's why we go to the beach on the beach report. I don't know what the sea grapes taste like, Amp Tunes. I'm afraid to try them. I think when they are hard, they're not going to taste good, but I've heard they are good, so maybe one of these days I will let you know. What a beautiful day. Here in John Pennekamp State Park. Florida Keys. Nothing like the Florida Keys anywhere in the world. You can look into the water and see everything. And you can see these trees over here, they're called walking trees, mangroves, because they walk on their roots that you can see that are exposed, the mangroves. Yeah, the water does look like glass. Jesus could walk on the water, but not Jill. They do rent glass bottom boats here. Yes, fishing capital of the world. So peaceful and beautiful. And no waves. No surf here at all. If you are coming to the Florida Keys thinking you're going to go surfing, I have a very sad news for you. Let's see what's over here. This is a little wooden bridge. You can drive over it. Habitat restoration. So I understand there was a very bad lightning storm just a week or so ago, and they lost power everywhere around here. But they're okay now. Thank you, Darla. Thank you for singing my accomplishments. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Darla. Well, I'm gonna go find some more beautiful places to be, commune with nature. It's so lovely here. It's so peaceful. And don't worry, I will share it with you. Yeah, I gotta do something about bundling books. And also some giveaways. I'll be working on that in the next couple of days. But right now, I'm gonna take a little time for myself and relax here in the Florida Keys. Oh, Amtunes, you wrote a novel, huh? Did you get it published? Let me know. And Michael. It's hard to get your book published. And I think that self-publishing is very difficult for people who are not actually writers or been in the writing industry for all of their professional lives like I have. It's on Amazon. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard. They don't really care if your book is any good. They just want you to pay to publish it. And then you give Amazon, what, 1/3 of your earnings? So that is why my book is not on Amazon. Actually, it is on Amazon, being sold by other people. So there's that. I don't appreciate that at all. If you do want to buy one of my books, I urge you, please come to my website. So yeah, let us know, Amtunes, not emptiness. Yeah, let us know. Put it in the comments so everybody can check it out. And by the way, I do love to help other authors. So if you want to do an interview and talk about writing, we can absolutely do that. I'd be happy to help you out. All right, you guys. I am going to like I said, take a little time for myself. Oh, I almost forgot the big news. Sorry, I'm a sweaty Betty here right now. Here's the big news. The Beach Report has finally reached more than 10,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. In some ways it was really, really hard, and in other ways it was easier than I thought. So Amtoon's book is called The Pond by Alexander Marcus Plesky. Okay, is it fiction or nonfiction? I see some bubbles, and I don't know if that's a person or a gator, but we gotta go check out whatever this creature is coming down the pike at us. Hold on, let me turn the camera around. Yeah, us authors, we have to help each other out, always. Oh, I don't see any critters, but I know something is over there because I keep seeing bubbles. Fiction, but created from a real life experience. Oh yes, we love that. We call that creative nonfiction, Amtudes. Creative nonfiction was a genre coined at the University of Pittsburgh in the 90s. I interviewed the guy who actually invented creative nonfiction. It was interesting. This is a nice view, Joy, you're right. All right, well, whatever critter's over there, not seeing it. Sure is beautiful. All right, everybody. I'm going to say ciao for now, and I will see you in the next Beach Report.